Hello and welcome. Today we're going to explore an ancient map, but it's not a map of any place you can visit. It's a map of you. It's a guide to the different layers of your being that is just as relevant now as it was thousands of years ago. It's a journey inward to understand what makes us, well, us. So let me ask you a question. Just think about it for a second. Are you just this physical body that you see in the mirror, or are you just that endless stream of thoughts that's always running through your head? Well, an ancient yogic framework says the answer is a definite no, that there is so much more to you than meets the eye. And this framework has a name. It's called the Panchkosha. It comes from an ancient text, the Taittiriya Upanishad. Now, pancha simply means five, and kosha means sheath or a covering. The whole idea is that our true self is wrapped in five distinct layers of being. So, here's the roadmap for the journey we're about to take together. We're going to start on the outside with the most tangible layer, our physical body. And then we'll move progressively inward through our energy, our mind, and our wisdom until we reach the very core of our being, the bliss sheath. And you'll see, each layer plays such a vital role in our experience of life. So what are these five layers exactly? Well, think of them as a multi-dimensional system. It starts with the most concrete part of you, your physical body, and gets more and more subtle as we move towards that spiritual core. Let's start with the layers we're all pretty familiar with. We're going to begin our journey with the two most external layers. The ones that really ground us in the physical world, our body and the vital energy that brings it to life. First up is the Annamaya kosha, and this is a fun one. The name literally means made of food, and it's our most tangible layer, the physical body itself. So this layer, it's everything you can see and touch. It's your muscles, your bones, your organs. It's how we move through the world and experience things through our five senses. And taking care of it, it really comes down to those fundamentals we all know so well: a good diet, regular exercise, and getting enough sleep. Now, right beneath our physical form, things get a little more subtle. We find the Pranamaya kosha, or the energy sheath. This is the world of prana, the vital life force that acts like a bridge connecting our body to our mind. This sheath is what governs all our subtle energy. It controls everything from our breath and our circulation to our metabolism. In yogic philosophy, it's all managed by five different vital energies, or pancha pranas. And this is exactly why practices like yoga, and especially pranayama, breathwork, are so incredibly effective. They're designed specifically to balance and strengthen this vital layer. Okay, so now we're going to travel a bit deeper. We're moving from the tangible outer world into the much more subtle inner world of our mind and our intellect. And here we find the Manomaya kosha. Manas means mind, and this is the sheath that governs our thoughts, our feelings, and our emotions. You know that constant chatter in your head? And those waves of feeling we experience all day long? Yep, that's this layer right here. This sheath is basically the mind's central processing unit. It takes in all the information from our senses and churns out our memories, our imagination, and our emotional reactions. And when this layer is out of whack, well, that's when it shows up as stress and anxiety. This is precisely why practices like meditation are so powerful. They help bring a sense of calm and order to this busy mental sheath. Deeper still, we find the Vijnanamaya kosha, the wisdom sheath. Now, this goes way beyond the everyday processing mind we just talked about. This is our higher intellect. It's the home of our reason, our intuition, and our ability to really reflect on our lives. This is the part of us that handles the big stuff: our decision-making, our analytical thinking, our moral compass. It's the voice inside that's always trying to understand things and figure out right from wrong. And we build up this layer through things like study, contemplation, and just deep self-reflection. Okay, we've now arrived at the very center, the innermost core of our being. This is the most subtle and, honestly, the most profound layer of them all. This is the Anandamaya kosha. Ananda translates to bliss, and this sheath represents a state of just deep, unshakable contentment and peace. It's the layer that's closest to our true, unchanging self, which is called the Atman. Now, let's be clear, this isn't the fleeting kind of happiness you get from everyday things. This is a profound state of inner peace, of connection, and just pure contentment. It's a state we might get a quick glimpse of in moments of deep meditation or profound spiritual insight. So this is a really fascinating ancient map, right? But how in the world does it apply to our busy modern lives? Why does understanding these 5 layers actually matter today? Well, the most crucial takeaway is this. None of these layers exist in a vacuum. They are completely, totally interconnected. What happens in one sheath has a direct impact on all the others. Let's look at a really simple example. Step 1. You have a poor diet, which directly harms your physical body, the Annamaya kosha. Okay, step 2. This strains your energy levels in the Pranamaya kosha, right? You feel sluggish. And step 3, that low energy often leads to mental fog and stress in your Manomaya kosha. See, it's all connected. It's a domino effect. So the path to understanding our true self, then, is a lot like peeling back the layers of an onion. The journey requires us to acknowledge, to care for, and then ultimately to transcend each of these sheaths, to discover what lies at the very center. The path to our core is a holistic one. It actually begins on the outside, by caring for our physical body. From there, we regulate our energy through our breath. That, in turn, helps us purify the mind with practices like mindfulness. And all that new clarity allows us to cultivate true wisdom, which ultimately opens the door to experiencing that timeless self within. At the end of the day, this framework really offers a roadmap for true holistic well-being. It's a tool for managing stress at its source, not just its symptoms. It helps us build better relationships through a deeper self-awareness. And, for anyone who's seeking a deeper sense of purpose, it provides a really clear guide for that inner journey. Ultimately, the Panchkosha philosophy leaves us with this powerful thought. It reminds us that our identity is so much richer and deeper than we often think. We are complex, multi-layered beings with a core of profound peace and awareness just waiting to be discovered.